preseason schedule, you saw that we played 3 nationally ranked teams and a Division I team. And so my goal was to really challenge our team and see who was going to stand out. And I think for me personally, it really defined our top 7. And it defined our top 7 in scoring, it defined our top 7 in rebounding, and just key defensive areas that we needed to address. So one of the valuable lessons that came out of it is that we have multiple people who can score, which in the CCAA is really beneficial. Well, I want my 3 seniors, Sarah Finley and Bree, who've been with me for 4 years. They know the system. They know what I want. They know my demands. And to be honest, I think our unsung hero or heroine, whichever you want to say it, is it's Rachel. She does all the little things. She plays 1 through 4. She transferred in last year from San Jose State, and I just think she has been doing so many little things incredibly well for us. And it doesn't necessarily always show up in the stat line, but she really makes us go. So I really look to those 3, and they all are vocal, and therefore they naturally can provide leadership for us. Well, I'm super excited about signing those 2. I think Stephanie sees the floor incredibly well. I do believe as a transfer and being out a year, we run very complicated things here, so it's been taking her a while to get up to speed, and the same is true as Danielle. I think they will hit their stride within, it's too bad we only have 4 games in December, but I really see them hitting their stride in the start of January and rolling through the CCAA, which we need to have happen. We also need Megan to get healthy and get her back on the floor. Oh, defensively. We are not a good defensive team right now. We've been very fortunate to be able to outscore our opponents in order to win the games. My trademark has always been defense. So I let them know in no uncertain terms we are just not even there yet. And again, it's a complicated system, so there's a lot of subtle nuances to it, and with 7 new people trying to pick up a very complicated defense, there's a lot of errors being made by returners that shouldn't be made, and I think they're willing to address that. Coach Molly has done a phenomenal job. She kept only 4 people from the roster last year, and she almost made the playoffs last year. I think she signed 13 new people. So for me, there's no familiarity whatsoever as a coach. They're big, they're athletic, super deep bench, and they play really, really hard. I've watched them on film, and watching them on film doesn't do them justice. So they'll be well coached, really physical, hit the boards really hard, and challenge our defense. It's interesting. I don't look at it as in a revenge game or anything of that nature. For me, it was they ended our season because we played poorly, and they played really well. And so there's nothing else I could have done in regards to that. I'm about the future and what can we accomplish this year. And so for us to finally be at home for 2 games after being on the road for 7, we're just excited to finally put on our white uniforms and be the home team in our home floor. So I think our student athletes are really excited, especially since it's a doubleheader and we can start the year off on the right note with the men's program. We need to have home court advantage, and the only way to get that is to make sure that we have all the fans in the stands. The way to get them there is to win games. So, it's like win and they will come. So hopefully that will happen.